told you guys I'd be here. I told you I would be up. I'd be wide awake. I'd be ready to go. And here I am. Is the fight started yet? What's up, Lagler? No, you go away, Jim. You go away, man. I told you guys I'd be up. I'd be wide awake. I'd be ready for this. Oh, Jesus. Shut up. All right, I'm loading in. I'm loading in right now. I'm so excited for this. I meant to be awake a little bit earlier. I meant to be awake a wee bit earlier. I will be honest, but don't. I'm coming. I'm getting it loaded up right now. Oh, God damn. Is it really the best card of the year? Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. Let me pull up ESPN. Cats, please get away. God, my cats are all over me because I always feed them first thing in the morning, and it's first thing in the very early morning, and they're expecting to get fed. Damn, Muslim got an insane KO. Damn. I never believe in that guy. I'll have to be honest with you. I never quite believe in him. God, my stream's not working. I'm going to go to ESPN. Yeah, let's go to ESPN. ESPN Plus. Come on, internet. Don't fail me now. Hurry up. There we go. We're here. We got it. Jesus, all my cats are all over me right now. Oh, come on. Muslim got a spinning wheel kick KO. Oh, Olberg won? I expected him to win. I expected him to win. He looked good against Ozdemir. Yeah, dude, look, Ozdemir's good, man. People don't want to give Ozdemir the credit he deserves, but he's not bad. There we go. God, oh, Jesus Christ, I finally got it up. Cats, can you please just take a second, you guys? Oh, here we are. Oh, okay. Figeuredo has a takedown. I just opened it up and Figueredo's got a takedown. Jesus Christ, that was certainly a moment to open up the stream. This is what I was expecting by him. This is why I thought he potentially could win. Timer. All right, don't worry. I'll have the timer ready round 2 because it. Well, actually, no, I'll get the timer ready. Ooh, nice little scramble by Jan. Nice little scramble. I'll get the timer ready. Good point. Let me see. Is that the 4-minute mark yet? And boom. There we go. Nice. Figueredo's got a front headlock. He's going for a back take. Petr Yan's got good defense here, but. He's got a little shoulder crash. He might be thinking about guillotine here. That's a very interesting position they're in right now. Very interesting position. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this for Figeuredo, to be fair. It's going to be hard for him to end up on top. Oh, he still got it, though, because he has the chest wrap. Oh, he just needs one more hook, and he's using the Kimura grip. That's really good defense by Petr Yan, though. Really good defense. Figeuredo needs his right hook in. Good knees to the thigh. Good elbows to the thigh. I love these elbows to the thigh by Petr Yan. These are fucking greatly damaging. Oh. Doesn't have it yet. He has God, it's so hard to fucking think this early in the morning. There you go. Now he has the back take, and he still is holding on to that Kimura grip. But Petr Yan is trying to keep his arm on this side of his head so he might be able to turn into him. That's what he's going for right here. Yep. That's what he's trying to do. Petr Yan's trying to turn into him. He can do it because there's no body triangle yet. Oh, nice. Good scramble. Jeez, stop it, cats. Can you please get away? Goodness. God, these cats are causing a ruckus. Poor Charles over here. Figeuredo, feet on hips here. See what he can set up. But the way Petr Yan's putting his forehead, His face is going to make it hard to set anything up. I would love to see how he set that takedown up. I would love to see how he did it. This is a good spot for Petr Yan right here. Really good spot. Head press into the fence and everything. Not a lot of damage here by Yan, though. If Yan can't do any damage, this might end up being Figueiredo's round. I mean, this isn't really worth too much. Just push him up against the fence like this. We got to see some damage. Oh, that was a better shot. That was a better shot. To be fair, that was a better shot. Oh. Figueiredo thought about an arm bar right there, but that's just going to be so hard to pull off. I mean, Petr Yan is just so solid everywhere. Of course, I gave that's a good shot by Petr Yan. I gave Figueiredo the advantage slightly when it came to the grappling, but Petr Yan, it's not a hole in his game. He can give up takedowns because of his guard, but it's not like he's not a super skillful grappler. Oh, Kimura by Figueiredo here. Figueiredo's thinking about a Kimura. I like Figueiredo's guard, man. I like Figueiredo's guard. Who's winning? I can't watch it. I'm not home. I mean, essentially right now, Petr Yan's on top because Figueiredo was taking his back, but then Petr Yan turned into it. I mean, I don't know. I might, unless he lands. Oh, that was a good shot. I don't know. I might. Oh, good knee to the body. Okay, I don't know. It was a very close round. This was a very close round, to be fair now. Good pressure by Petr. Good pressure. Good leg kick. That might be 1-0 Yan. It's close, though. It's close, but I think Yan did end up landing some of the damaging strikes there at the very end. So I might be leaning 1-0 Yan, but that's a close one for sure. That's a close one. I mean, if Figueiredo had gotten close to any sub attempts, if he had maybe gotten the arm around the face, maybe I would have said, okay. I don't think Yan's winning this round, but that just didn't quite happen. He was struggling to take his back for a while. Finally got the hooks in after a certain amount of time, and then Yan did do some damage at the end. Judges definitely have it Yan because they just forget the beginning of rounds. I mean, they didn't do that against Oliveira Sarukian, but Oliveira did have the big sub attempt, which I guess was the difference. I think it was very close. I think it was close. I think that was very, very close. Oh, man, dude, I feel so bad for Europeans, bro. I really meant to be up a wee bit earlier. Close round, but Yan slightly edged it. Oh, big bounty, Anthony. Thank you for the $2, man. Bruh, I just woke up. What the fuck? Yeah, I know, me too. I just woke up, too. Just fucking cracked. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's see. God, I really wish I could get a replay on how Figueiredo set up that takedown. Good pressure by Petr Yan, though, here. Oh, I love the thigh. I love that stomp to the thigh by Petr Yan. Those are always nasty. Ooh, good high kick to right hand. Didn't land it super clean, but those are just such sneaky combinations. Got another knee stomp right there. I don't recall Petr Yan doing that very frequently. Ooh, God, yeah, dude. Petr Yan's just so fast, man. I think he's a way better striker. But see how he's covering up like that every time he throws that right hand? That's what Figueiredo wants. That's how he's going to set up his takedowns. God, more knee stomps by Yan. Damn. Figueiredo is just trying to set up that straight left. Oh, but switch his stance, though. You get to the way he's reaching like that. He just wants to set up that right hand. Oh, another thudding high kick right there off the lead leg. Really good high kick by Petr Yan. Figueiredo got his hand up, but it still kind of fucking bopped him. Still kind of fucking made him eyes wide a little bit. Oh. Good defense by Yan. Really good defense by Yan on that single leg. God, I gotta go ice my balls. God, it's too early for this, man. God, I would love to see how he set up that takedown at the very start, because I'm not really seeing how he got in there from here. He's only landed 2 strikes. Jesus, really good leg kick. There we go. More shots. Oh, God damn. Petr Yan, I think, he's got the edge on the feet. He's just way cleaner. Way cleaner. And I love those kicks off the lead leg set up behind his punches. That's the Muay Thai in him. And people don't want to hear it, but he does fight kind of Muay Thai-esque. Oh, Petr Yan, he kind of went for that trip he hit against Sean O'Malley. Look like a body lock or a trip in the first? Okay, interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, he honest to God is just a little bit more skillful than Figeuredo. But again, man, that was a good straight shot by Figeuredo though. Oh, nice spinning back again though, dude. I think it's a conspiracy, man. I don't believe that Figueiredo's 5'5". I mean, I know he stands very tall when he fights, but he does not look 2 inches shorter than Petr Yan. I just don't believe it. I do not think he's 5'5". He honestly looks like a very similar size to Petr Yan, very similarly sized. Nice leg kicks. Figueiredo doing a decent job staying safe, though. Other than some of those high kicks, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was just goofy. Nice little jab by Figueiredo. I don't mind it. I don't mind that little jab. Little zesty jumping teep. I don't mind that either. There we go. Now Figueiredo is swinging. It's just so hard to catch, to hit Yan clean on the chin. He covers up so well. But that's where the takedowns are supposed to open up. I'm surprised that, really good jab right there. See right there, a little bit of an overreaction, though, from Petr Yan on that takedown. A little bit of an overreaction. Just a wee bit. It wasn't as bad as the Song fight, but, that was a really good shot. That was a really good shot by Yan. Figueiredo seems a little lost on the feet. He's outclassed here, especially in the boxing. Of course, as we could imagine. I need Figueiredo, if he wants any chance of winning this, I need more 1-2, 1-2 takedown. 1-2, 1-2 takedown. More blast double legs, you know? Right there. As soon as Petr Yan's covering up, that's where you dive on the legs. He's not really going for it, though. He swung for that one, but he missed. Figueiredo missed, but he fucking swung. That was a really good shot by Figueiredo, though. I think that one landed. That sweep was nasty. That sweep was clean. Fucking clean sweep. Yeah, I mean, that round 100% goes to Yan. I don't know. Round 1 is the tough one. Round 1's the tough one. It could either be 1-1 or 2-2. I think that's the swing round as we stand right this second. That's going to be the swing round. Yeah, it seems like Figueiredo. I mean, look, you'd expect him to win the early rounds, but he's not. Apart from maybe round 1, so we might need to see a finish. We might legitimately need to see a finish from Figueiredo. Umnar's wish is coming true. Zesty teeth, what? I mean, it was a little zesty, bro. It was a little zesty. But yeah, those fucking kicks were good. God, what a clean trip that was at the end of the round. That was clean. Yeah, it's either 1-1 or 2-0 Yan. All right, let's go. Oops, not ready yet. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a wee look here. Figueiredo bouncing that lead leg. He's ready for those leg kicks this time, which he fucking needs to be. Well, he didn't check that one. Oh, God. Peter Yan's kicks are fucking good, man. That lead leg kick is good. The way he's throwing that lead leg kick, though, that's not Muay Thai. That's more Taekwondo, karate-esque. Nice body shot by Figeuredo, though. Nice little body shot. That would be a good idea to try to lower that guard of Petr Yan a wee bit. He's just so hard to hit his chin. He covers up so fucking well. Hi, Ollie. Good morning. Good morning, Ollie. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a very good shot. Petr Yan's got that underhook on the leg, though. Could he sweep with it? He did sweep with it. Damn. Dude, Petr Yan's good, man. Petr Yan's very good on the ground. Very, very good on the ground. That was a very good sweep. You stroking? I was petting my dog, bro. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I think Figeuredo ate that uppercut clean. Figeuredo ate that uppercut clean and dropped him. It's round 3 right now. I think Figeuredo just got dropped by an uppercut. I mean, I don't know how rocked he is, but he definitely sat down from it. But let's see. I mean, this honestly might be where he'd prefer to be, but we'll see. Again, full guard is kind of tough, but I'd like to see what he can set up from here. But again, here he goes. Head press into the fence. This is just not a good spot right here. Yeah, okay. I like this, though, from Figeuredo. He's trying to get up. He's trying to set something up. I like that. Nice. Yes, nice. That was very high level by Figeuredo right there. He kind of gave up, like, his back kind of against the fence, but he just used it to fucking scramble. I like it. Man, I'm still shooting, though, if I'm Figeuredo. I'm still shooting. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, this is better from Figeuredo. Good clinch. Oh, man. Ugh. Dude, I don't fuck with being a European for the weekend. I do not fuck with it, dude. This sucks. And it's not even that. It's not even that late in the middle. It's fucking 6 in the morning for me right now. I don't fuck with it, though. Ooh, whiffed on that big right hand by Figeuredo. I like to see him just set it up a little bit better. He's trying to land that one kill shot. But Petr Yan's gonna be so hard to hit clean. That's the problem. Like I don't think your strategy against Petr Yan should be to try to tag him really clean once. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the move. Oh, there we go. That was closer though. I know, Lagliger. I know. I'm just spoiled, man. I'm just spoiled. Ooh, some good shots. They didn't quite land, but good elbow by Petr Yan. Really good elbow by Petr Yan. Figgy's just kind of getting broken down on the feet. He's just getting broken down. Oh, really good uppercut. He's hurt. We might. Oh God, that was a big right hand. We might see a finish. He needs to shoot. We might see a finish. Another trip. Oh, he's getting tagged clean. Not a lot of head movement here by Figeuredo. Petr Yan is so much more technical on the feet. It's not even funny. Oh, fucking jumping knee now. His chin's holding up though, man, but he's taking a fucking beating, bro. He's taking a beating. Yeah, dude. Petr Yan versus O'Malley rematch. #1 contender fight. I don't mind that, bro. I don't mind that. Oh, someone spit their mouthpiece out on purpose. No, I don't know. That's not a 10-8. It's not a 10-8. He landed some very good shots, but a 10-8 is pretty much full round domination. He was really coming on at the end there, landing, but I don't know if he was a full round complete wash. You know what I mean? But it's certainly not good. It's certainly not good for Figeuredo. This shit ain't good for Figeuredo. Which is just kind of what I figured, but sort of, I mean, I just, in my mind, for Deiveson to win, he's got to be constantly mixing up the takedowns, just breaking up Petr Yan's rhythm. That's kind of what I said in the full card breakdown, but if you're not going to do that, if there's going to be long, prolonged exchanges on the feet against Petr Yan, you're going to get fucked. I thought 10-8 round was a full round domination. That's what I thought. Yeah, Figgy looks tired. Hand, man. That was such a clean right hand. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. Jesus, why are they still not starting it yet? There we go. Dominated though and full of life here, man. Is it optimal to bet on KO, TKO now? Yeah, I would say so. Oh, nice little scramble. Yeah, Figeuredo needs to try something else. He's going for the leg lock, but Petr Yan just scrambled so hard. Petr Yan's got he's got really good cardio. He has an insane gas tank. The fact that Petr Yan was still fighting against Merab round 5, still getting up, still working, is kind of crazy because of the pace that got put on him. And Petr Yan is so high level everywhere. Again, though, I still see that same deficiency in his game that's always been there, that he's very open for takedowns when he covers up. But Figeuredo just doesn't quite. I mean, Figueiredo's not. He's much more of a jiu-jitsu-based grappler than a wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that was the best time to shoot a takedown. But he's got the double unders now, though. Let's see what he can do with it. Let's see. This isn't looking good so far. He's got the body lock, but Figueiredo's having trouble doing anything with it. He might just be kind of taking a second and gathering some wind here, though. Taking some fucking deep breaths. Yo, Shay, what's up, man? Is there any way I can get a convo? I need some advice on my MMA career. Yeah, man, what do you got? Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it. I mean, now is as good a time as ever. Dude, I haven't even had any water yet. I just fucking woke up and saw Figeuredo walking out and fucking ran to my computer and I set everything up. Ooh. That was a decent shot by Figeuredo over the top. Oh, God, but he got cleaned by that fucking uppercut again. Oh, and that high kick. Oh. Here we go. Oh, nah, he lost it. Lost the body lock. Good knee to the body by Petr Yan. I'm 0-20 in my MMA career. Should I continue? Man, if you're 0-20, man, I think we gotta gauge where you're. I think we gotta age. You know what your approach is, Bushmaster. To be fair, you know what I mean. But hey, man, you know what they say: quitters never win, and winners never quit. Am I right? Respect to Figeuredo still going for it though, man. He really wants those body shots though. There's the problem is, man, Figeuredo, he throws a lot of one singular shots. There's not a lot of combinations, you know what I mean? And somebody like Petr Yan, it's like, good luck setting him up with something if you're not gonna fucking throw more than a 2 to 3 punch combination, you know what I mean? Thanks. I'll send you my CTE scans. All right, thank you. But yeah, I mean, dude, Bushmaster, it's just how it is, man. You just gotta fucking take some risk every now and then, you know what I mean? CTE, schmeete, you know what I mean? It's just not even real, I'm pretty sure. Could Yan have made flyweight? They look the same size. Yeah, I think Yan. I mean, Yan has never been a big 35er, but he would have to definitely lose some weight to make 25. And I don't know if he has that kind of weight on him to still fight well at 25. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's about the same size as Figeuredo, and Figeuredo couldn't do it. Really good body shot by Figeuredo a second ago, though. Really good body shot. Really stepped into it. Really stepped into that body shot. Oh, okay. So you're 6'8", 185. So you're 6'8", weighing 185. That's fucking crazy. I wrestled 1 year. I'm crazy explosive and great cardio. I watch a lot of John Jones and DJ. Any other fighters I should do film on? If you're 6'8" and you weigh 185 pounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did Petr Yan just get sat down? Sorry, D1 Marty. I'll get back to you in a second. Jesus, did Petr Yan just get fucking sat down? Holy shit. But Figueiredo's also hurt. Figueiredo's a little wobbly. Damn, that's crazy. Dude, I wasn't ready for that, bro. I was not ready to see Petr Yan get sat down. I wonder if it was because he kind of started lowering his arms with those body shots. D1 Marty, how the fuck, so you tell me you're walking around at 185 pounds or you cut to 185 when you compete? Because 185 at 6'8" seems a wee bit small. I'm trying to think of someone crazy explosive who weighs 185. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, dude, DJ can do things at 125 you just can't really do being 6'8". But again, 185 pounds is insane. Any long BJJ practitioners I should watch right now? I'm a white belt, just started. I mean, yeah, I mean, being that tall is going to really help you set up, like, high guards. Like, dude, honestly, man, somebody, if you really can compete at 185, or somehow you fucking walk around at 185 at 6'8", dude, you are one of the few people that can really use all those 10th planet high guard stuff. Like, you look up Dead Orchard, dude. Look up Dead Orchard. You should be Dead Orcharding people. A Dead Orchard's where you lock up a triangle with both of their arms in and you can armbar from there. It's a really nasty armbar. And the problem is, right, you have to be long and flexible to make that work. But, dude, if you're truly 6'8" at that weight class, man, Dead Orchard is for you, man. You should be really nasty off your back. Again, I would never be somebody to fully rely on fighting off my back, but you can be someone who can really fuck people up with Dead Orchard guard. Oh, nice goal. Really clean little pull counter from Petr Yan. God, Peter's boxing's good, dude. I played basketball, so my footwork is really good. I see that. Yeah, no, that kind of stuff translates. Those other sports genuinely translates to just overall athleticism for sure. But yeah, man, Dead Orchard. Look into it, dude. Look into it. Oh, hey, John Paul. Yeah, dude, my power went out the other day in my last video, too, at the very end. I had to fucking light a fucking candle and keep filming. Oh, God, such clean combinations from Jan here. Such clean combinations. Again, good body shot, though. Those body shots could pay dividends to landing something big upstairs. I mean, really good elbow by Figeuredo. That was actually genuinely a really good elbow. Dude, Figeuredo is still in this, which is kind of crazy. I mean, he's losing. Oh, another good big shot right there. But the fact that he just hung in here, took a fucking beating, and is still throwing is pretty crazy. Again, does this Yan beat Merab? No, dude. Like, what's the difference between this Yan and the Yan that fought Merab? Other than Petr Yan has a deficiency when facing guys very takedown heavy because his hands are so high, glued to his face. Because his hands are glued to his face, he can't dig underhooks when guys shoot, and it forces him to work really hard defending takedowns. That's not this Petr Yan versus that Petr Yan. That is just what Petr Yan does, and that's why he struggles against somebody with the style of Merab. Oh, such a fucking clean body shot by Figeuredo right there. Some better head movement by Figeuredo as well. Oh, spinning back fist. That's crazy. If Figgy gets a 10-8, it will be a draw. Yeah, I don't think he's getting a 10-8 though, man, at this point. I don't think he's getting a 10-8. Damn, he went for the spinning. He went for a fucking little spinning, a little zesty spinning back fist as well. Honestly, man, Petr Yan looks like he's slowing down just a wee little bit here. Oh, really good knee to the body. Oh, that stunned Figeuredo a little bit. Man, what a crazy last round. Oh, really good shot by Petr Yan. Figeuredo needs to land something big. He's been setting it up. He's been attacking the body. He needs to lower his level and come upstairs. He absolutely has to, or else he's going to lose this fight. Damn, good head kick by Figeuredo. Really good head kick. I'm telling you, he needs to lower his level. Oh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He fucking smacked him. Do you have a Patreon? No, but I have a YouTube membership. You could do memberships on YouTube, which is kind of the same thing. Man, Figeuredo does not need any scrambles right now. He does not need any scrambles. Another knee to the body. I'm telling you, these body shots are he's setting up so well, and now this is his final moments to really start going upstairs with it. I mean, I don't know, Ethan. I don't know, man. I think you can give Figeuredo round one. I think you can. I think that round one was genuinely close, and we all thought it was close. Now, of course, Petr Yan had the much more dominant rounds after that. But if you give Figeuredo the last round and this round, which you might, I don't know. Figeuredo needs to land one more just to be safe. He didn't get it. Look, man, I don't know. God, my cats are fucking having an aneurysm. Look, I don't know, man, but I think you can. If I was a betting man, I would say 3-2 Yan is very fair. But I don't think it's insane to give Figeuredo round one. I don't think it's insane to give him the last round and maybe this round. I mean, he landed some very clean shots, but yeah, if I was a betting man, I would say that's Petr Yan took that one 3-2. That's what I would say. Whoever wins, the future of bantamweight looks bleak with Umar and Merab. Yeah, for Petr Yan at least. For Petr Yan at least for sure. Petr Yan just does not match up well against Merab. Man, I see a Blueprint. I don't think it's a robbery if they give it to Deiveson. I don't think it's a robbery, and here's why. Because people always do this, right? Whenever there's whenever there's close rounds, whenever there's like legitimate swing rounds, but the other guy had, like, it's the same thing with Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan. It was the same thing. The reason why people call that a robbery is because rounds 1 and 3 were both close, and round 2 was clearly for Petr Yan. So everyone's just immediately, Petr Yan won. It's like, well, those 2 close rounds, you gotta fucking take into account. The close rounds you have to take into account. Again, to me, I think that one has to go to Petr Yan, but I don't know. I think crazier things have happened than giving Figeuredo rounds 1, 4, and 5. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Ariel Castillo, man, don't worry about it, bro. We did the full fight card companion, man. We started, again, exactly when you start the full card companion doesn't really matter. Yan's 12% Chinese gonna help him to not get robbed. It certainly will. Let's get some volume on this. Here we go. What? Damn. I don't know about a 50-45, but I really don't know about a 50. I mean, look, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to go. I mean, again, it's fucking first thing in the morning for me, and I haven't even had any fucking water yet this morning. But 50-45 seems a little interesting, given the fact round 4, Peter got sat down. You know what I mean? I mean, Peter got sat down round 4. So God, at least give one of the rounds to him. And I mean, look, round 1, he took his back. I think taking his back is worth a wee bit more than Peter just sitting on top. It's close for sure. So I can't, I don't know, but I think 50-45 is a little crazy. But I do think the decision was correct. I think Petr Yan should have won that for sure. Yeah, I mean, 49-46 Yan is more reasonable, I would say. God, I would hate to fucking fight in China, bro. I see super chat, but no membership. Yeah, well, there should be a button that says join. It should be either next to the subscribe button, or if you go to my channel. If you go to my channel, there should be there should be a button that says join somewhere. But I know some people have issues with it. I know. Yeah, let's see. I'm very curious. I'm very curious who Peter calls out.
Hey guys, before my fight, Mirab told Deiveson Figeuredo #1 contender who deserves title fight. I wanna say, Mirab, what you say now when I beat #1 contender in my division?
He wants Mirab. Well, I guess, but you're not gonna leapfrog Umar, bro. That's the problem. You ain't gonna leapfrog Umar. Interesting. Yeah, he ain't gonna leapfrog Umar though. That's the problem for him right there. That is the issue. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, look, he might get a title shot, but he's gonna have to wait for it. He's gonna have to wait for Umar Mirab to happen, and then maybe to him. I mean, honestly, dude, it should be Petr Yan. I mean, he should be calling out Sean O'Malley again. That's what he should be doing. That's like the biggest fight. Yeah, I thought 50-45 was a bit surprising, to say the least. Just woke up and missed it. I was the main event. It was very good. It was a high-level fight. It seemed like at times Deiveson was out of there. He was getting fucking pieced up. But he fucking hung in there. And I thought he won some rounds. I thought he grinded some rounds out. Yan versus Umar would be cool, but O'Malley's probably getting an undeserved title shot against Mirab/Umar winner. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have yet to really come across any Sean O'Malley fans. You know what I mean? I know they're out there, but I feel like no Sean O'Malley fan is like a real hardcore MMA fan. I mean, look, I like Sean O'Malley, but it's like, Dana White keeps insinuating that he's this superstar, and I'm like, he's certainly a name. But again, have you guys ever met a true Sean O'Malley diehard in the wild? I haven't. I feel like they're all like Nelk Boy fans who like know MMA, but they're not really involved, Yeah, I think Yan O'Malley's the fight to make now. But I feel like if Sean does need one more win before a title shot, he's gonna fight like fucking Cejudo or something. You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's what I probably imagine happening. I'm a proper O'Malley fan, but not a hardcore. Volka's my goat. Yeah, I like Sean too, but again, it should be Sean versus Yan next, but I have a weird feeling Sean is going to go on this tirade calling out Henry Cejudo, which I think is the move. That's the move to do. You got to fight somebody like Cejudo. I feel like O'Malley beats Yan again in a rematch, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know, man. Sean O'Malley's a fucking tough nut to crack. Sean O'Malley legitimately is a tough nut to crack, for sure. He is. On the feet, he's fucking difficult to deal with. He's just so fucking fast. He's so fucking fast, and he's legitimately very skillful. I mean, again, you look at the Corey Sandhagen Peter Yan fight. Peter Yan won, but that was a close fight, really good. I mean, obviously, very, very good fight. But Sean O'Malley is like Corey Sandhagen, but about 5 times as fast and explosive and a lot more knockout power. Yan Loki does not have much finishing potential. Thoughts? Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that Peter Yan... Look, there are moments that he really tries to sit down on punches, but for the most part, not really. For the most part, nah, he's throwing long combinations. He's trying to catch you. He's trying to break you down. He's just trying to stay very defensively minded. And, to really finish somebody, you gotta be fucking committing to the shot. You gotta be sitting down on it, putting your entire body weight behind it. And if you miss, you're leaving yourself open to get countered. You're risking a lot doing that. And Peter Yan's never been the one to really, every now and then, of course, every fighter does, but that's not really what he does. Bro, what the fuck? It was at 3 a.m. I know, dude. I know. I feel so bad for Europeans, bro. I can't believe they have to do this every single Saturday. The Merab versus Umar in January would be great. It would be great. They should try to put Merab and Umar on the same card as Islam versus Sarukian. I want a fucking good-ass card one of these days. He is a great striker, just pour on the mic. I think Sean has the potential to be better, but I think he struggles in like a fucking stadium of people. But like when he's just like bullshitting online, he's not bad. But yeah, he's not great either. Who invited bro to live stream? You late, little bro. You're late, Dolphin man. No one fucking wants you here, bro. Sean Brady versus Leon in February? Really? About that, let me see. Leon Edwards. I'm not seeing anything about that. I am not seeing any. Oh no, not about that. Weirdly though, when I looked up Leon Edwards, I'm seeing there's speculation that it's gonna be Leon versus Connor next. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Leon is a big guy. Conor McGregor is not a big guy. No, I agree, John Paul. I think 50-45 is a bit wild. I mean, look, again, I don't know. A lot of the rounds were close, so if they ended up just giving all of the close swing rounds to Peter Yan, I mean, all right. But, I mean, Peter got sat down in the 4th round, right? And I don't know, though. I don't know. Again, I'm just glad it wasn't a full-on robbery. You know what I mean? I do think Peter Yan should have got the decision. What I think about McGregor's situation, I think, honestly, I got to be honest with you here, man. Based on everything I've seen, I'm pretty sure it's all horse shit. I think Conor definitely fucked this girl, but I don't think... I mean, dude, like, the story she gave is such nonsense that Conor put her in a chokehold and was like, now you feel how I felt when I got submitted 3 times. It's like, what? What? Dude, Conor, one of his, like, the 3rd submission he's talking about was an armbar. You know what I mean? Like, the 3rd sub that happened to him was an armbar. It wasn't even a fucking choke. His wife deserves better. Look, MG21, man, MG21, dude, his wife has been fully aware of this. Okay, it has never been a secret that Conor McGregor has been cheating on his wife. That has never been a secret, dude. He's been doing this for years. His wife knows damn well he's been doing it, and him and his wife 1,000% have an agreement that, okay, fine, you go do whatever you're gonna do, but I'm still your main girl. He gives her a very good life. They have an agreement in place. I'm like, she literally came with him to court, and his argument was it was consensual. You know what I mean? But again, see, the damning stuff for me that came out about the court case happened a little while ago, a few weeks ago, that it came out that there were text messages between the accuser and Conor McGregor about meeting up and about partying and stuff like that. And so they fucking meet up, they party, they have sex, and that's the question, whether it was consensual or rape. But then she didn't tell her boyfriend after because she didn't want him to worry. And it's like, you told your boyfriend that because you didn't want him to worry, or because you were planning on going and having sex with Conor. You know what I mean? And then that plus the story she gave. I mean, dude, it sounded just like the chick that accused Alex Pereira of rape. You know what I mean? It sounds like the exact same shit. Conor was never had a wife. He was never. Oh yeah. Well, his girlfriend. Dee's his girlfriend, not his wife. But life partner. They have children together. His wife is prettier than all these supposed side chicks. What is he doing? I don't know, some guy. Clearly, you've never met men before, though, dude. I don't think you've ever met a man in your life. I mean, it doesn't matter how attractive your girlfriend is. It's like, it doesn't matter how attractive a girl is. Somebody out there is tired of fucking her. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, unfortunately. Like, I'm not saying I agree with that, but I'm just saying that's how men think. You know what I mean? She was seen on camera cuddling with Conor after alleged rape. Is that right, Lagler? Yeah, I don't know, man. I heard a lot of things about the case where I was like, oh, that's game over for her then. That's complete game over nonsense. This is just a frivolous lawsuit. But then they actually fucking convicted him of it in civil court, though, of course, not criminal. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things about this case just ain't adding up to me, man. But I don't know. Yeah, the Pereira story was pretty. The chick that accused Pereira of raping her was pretty fucking terrible. She was like, dude, that chick literally said that her story was Pereira went chama and then shoved it in her ass. I was like, no, he did not. He fucking gave his catchphrase beforehand. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to say I've got the full story here, but again, things came out about this. To me, I didn't hear about her cuddling with Conor supposedly on camera. That I hadn't heard about. But what I heard was that Conor's team showed text messages where like they were agreeing to like, yeah, let's party and you can come over and like we'll have sex. Like it was all agreed. You know what I mean? And then she's like, well, why didn't you tell your boyfriend what happened to you after it happened? And she goes, I didn't want him to worry. And it's like, no, it's because you literally agreed in text messages to go cheat on him with Conor McGregor. Oh, D1 Marty, you made it to the Oliveira fan club. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Man. You got a lot of Discord if you want. If you want, we have a Discord you can join. I'm in there too all the time. So if you want to do that, I'm sure Lagler or someone can help you out. Next, they will accuse Chandler of picking her up in a squat, dropping her, shouting, see you at the top, and then jumping onto her with his penis out. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of what we've been hearing from all these fucking stories, 100%. I can't right now. My Discord is suspended. Oh, okay. All right, D1 Marty, give me your username in the chat. Give me your username, and I'll add you then. Thoughts on Jan's performance? I thought he looked very good. I mean, again, in my mind, right, if there were going to be prolonged moments of them striking on the feet, of course it was going to go to Petr Yan. And Petr Yan is way more technical than Figeuredo. Figeuredo relies a lot on power, a lot of like singular big shots. Whereas, I mean, you could tell how much more technical Petr Yan was at just finding the counters, staying defensively sound. No, I will say, though, Deiveson just kept ripping to the body, kept fucking putting all of his punch in, and eventually it caused him to sit Yan down, which is crazy. Jan gas tank was worse than expected, though. Yeah, but John Paul is the body shots, dude. It was the body shots is what did that. I'm telling you, Deiveson was digging into those body shots, and it's a good idea because Petr Yan, he just covers up so well. He's got his chin tucked, hands up always. It's so fucking hard to find him on the chin. But those body shots were really smart by Deiveson. But he just, again, man, if Deiveson Figeuredo, I'll put my mic down. Maybe that'll fix it. If Deiveson Figeuredo could just fucking, if he just had some feints, if he can just throw some 2 or 3 punch combinations every now and then, he'd be so much better. But he just relies so much on the power. Next accusation: Islam saying Allah Akbar while he unloads bombs onto some random white chick. Yeah, I just don't know, dude. I just don't know about her story. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. That Connor fucking put her in a chokehold and said, "This is how I felt when I got subbed specifically 3 times." It doesn't make any sense because one of those submissions was a fucking armbar, dude. It wasn't even a choke. I don't know. That's insane, though. I just don't get it. That mixed with the cuddling after on camera and the text messages, to me, I'm like, this isn't adding up to me. It isn't adding up. Now, though, but here is something, though. Here's something about the accusation, though. Here's something about the accusation, though, that I was a little iffy about. Was initially, it came out that she had to get a tampon surgically removed from her, which is gnarly, right? That's fucking terrible. But yesterday, as all the new stuff was coming out and, you know, we got all the stuff that was said in court, it wasn't surgically removed. It was that the ambulance had to use a tool because it was kind of deep in there to grab it and pull it out. That is not surgically removing something. That is just using tweezers and getting it and pulling it out. Those are 2 different things, right? Am I wrong on that one? Connor's only been choked out once. He got knee barred and arm barred. No, he got choked by Nate Diaz and he got choked by Habib. Does Petr Yan have a chance against Merab if he keeps his hands lower to defend takedowns? 1,000%. I mean, that's the key against Yan. That is 1,000% the key. Against Merab. You know what I mean? God, if Yan can just fucking, as soon as Merab shoots, just underhooks. And it's like, okay, boom, you're safe. Now you don't have to sprawl. You don't have to scramble. You got him. You just defended the takedown. But if Petr Yan's going to keep the hands up here, and Merab just keeps getting to his hips on these takedowns, Petr is going to have to work really hard, constantly, all 5 rounds, trying to defend. And that's always going to be hard against someone like Petr Yan. And again, I don't think Deiveson really... I talked about it in my fucking breakdown for my members-only videos, that Deiveson, you can't have prolonged exchanges striking with Petr Yan. You have to keep interrupting him. You have to keep resetting him by 1-2, 1-2 takedown, 1-2, 1-2 takedown. But he just didn't do. Deiveson didn't really execute that game plan like I would have liked him to do. What time is it where I'm at? It's 6:36 in the morning. So it's actually not too bad. It's 6:36 in the morning. Have you heard of any Leon Edwards after 304? No, nobody gave a fuck about Leon Edwards as soon as he lost the belt. All of his fans disappeared. How do you feel about the expected reaction of people saying she's lying and just trying to get money, even though all the evidence points towards him doing it? I mean, Ariel, I don't know if you just came in here, man, but we were just saying the opposite. Like, we were saying the evidence is not really adding up towards him doing it at all. You know, like, look, I feel bad, of course, for any woman who was raped, and then afterwards everybody is just like, oh, what a fucking money grab. Look, I would feel terrible if that happened. But again, man, the evidence of this case, it just is fucking weird. It doesn't really make any sense. Do I care about Leon Edwards' career? Yeah, I care about Leon Edwards. I'll tell you what, Ariel, if you can just back up the stream a wee bit, we were all talking about it. I care about Leon's career. I think Leon's good, but again, he ain't quite a barn burner. You know what I mean? I mean, again, he's extremely skilled. He's very, very good. But you know, Bilal Muhammad is just the kryptonite to Leon Edwards. Why does Laglager have a Stalin profile picture? I mean, dude, Stalin. I mean, look, say what you will about Stalin, but I mean, dude, he was the fucking. He did shit. You know what I mean? He did some stuff. I mean, yeah, maybe he was evil, but I don't know. Laglager, what's your opinion on Stalin? Are you a big Stalin fan? Are we gonna learn that you're a hardcore Stalin supporter? So much for Connor running for office in Ireland, dude. That had been probably flown out the fucking window a long time ago. I feel like Connor was never gonna win that. Well, he's my country's hero, you know. Really? Interesting. Why is Stalin a hero of Georgia? I mean, as far as I know, didn't Joseph Stalin fucking kill a lot of people? Again, I'm not a history buff necessarily, but Shay, what service providers do girls fuck with? What kind of question is that? Bussy Slayer 90 Cranker 872. People act like Obama and other world leaders aren't as bad as Stalin. I mean, it's. I mean, God, I don't. I don't know. I don't know if I would say Obama's as bad. I think the difference is though in America, you don't have absolute power as president. The power is split equally between the president, the House, and the Senate. So no one group can actually have like absolute power over a country, whereas like Stalin in the Soviet Union absolutely did. Like he was pretty much the fucking end all be all, could do whatever he wants sort of thing. Older people like Stalin for stopping Hitler. I mean, you look, man, no one's all good, no one's all bad, right? He did fucking Stalin sure gave Hitler that rope-a-dope when he tried to invade Russia. I mean, Stalin pretty much ruined a lot of what Lenin tried to accomplish, so I don't know. Yeah, I got that actually. I know that from the epic rap battles of history between Russian leaders. Is how I know that. No, yeah, I saw it, Lagler. I saw your messages. Georgians below 60 years old hate him. Is Emmett gonna be easy for? Is Emmett gonna be? Oh yeah, I forgot we have an actual proper Russian in the chat. It's always nice to hear John Paul's side of things when you talk about Russian history. But is Emmett gonna be easy for Lopez? I mean, look, man. Obviously, I would say Diego Lopez is better than Josh Emmett pretty much everywhere, skill for skill. Of course, though, Josh Emmett is not the kind of guy you want to play with most of the time. You know what I mean? He's got some fucking bombs. Just tucks his chin and wings fucking bombs. And if you get hit by it, you are going to start seizuring on the ground. You know what I mean? And I don't think. Again, look, I think Diego Lopez is better everywhere. He's a lot more technical, but I don't think he's super rock solid defensively. And of course, I would be picking him to win. But, it'll be one to watch for sure. It'll be one to fucking watch. Because you never know if he's just going to get caught clean by something. John Paul, funny enough, man, because of how into the UFC I am, when I think of Russia, I just think of like people like Habib and Islam and that whole team. But like that just isn't Russia. I feel like Russia's got a lot of like, if you go to like the city and the capital, like not fucking Dagestan, but like actually like fucking Moscow or again really populated areas. I feel like it's much more of a normal place than I'm thinking. Like anytime someone just says Russia, I think of fucking Dagestani mountains. That's kind of I've been like polluted to think that. Jay, if you tell a girl you use straight talk, I imagine she'd laugh at you. So what service provider do girls fuck with? You tell a girl you use straight talk. We don't see Habib as our own. Is that right? At least real MMA fans don't. Interesting. So you I see. So you separate that. You're like, those are the fucking mountain people down the hall. Like that ain't like fucking Moscow, Russia. Which I understand. The average Russian is like Petr Yan. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Bussy Slayer 90 Cranker 872, dude. I just don't. I don't. What the fuck do you mean? What's fucking straight talk? Fucking like straight talk is the fucking phone provider. Like, I hear that on the commercials every now and then. Volkov is a real Russian Chad. Yeah, Volkov seems pretty Russian. Or Sergey, yeah, Sergey is pretty. Yeah, he's Russian as well. How did you lose your teeth? 49 Molly. I'll tell you all about how I lost my teeth for $2. That's my price. Moscow is not really Russia. Dagestan is more Russian than Moscow at this point. But what makes you say that? Isn't that the fucking capital of Russia? Oh, yeah, the service provider. Like, do girls fuck with Verizon or what? You know, man, I'll tell you what, dude. The most issues I've had with women is definitely the fact that I've had an Android. But in terms of like my service provider, Android is probably the safe one to go for, but I don't think most girls are gonna care about that. Like, I think if you've got everything going for you and you're tall and attractive and you have money, like I think the service provider is pretty low on that list of things they're gonna care about. It's a city state. It's like Paris ain't France. I see. Okay, that makes sense. It's like no real Russian lives here. This is just fucking, you know. I get it. It's a little too popular. It's a little too fucking well known at this point. Then again, I fuck with femboys, so I don't know about women. Oh, okay. That is a fact I did not need to know about you, Wurs Rexplex. What's next for Figeuredo in your opinion? I don't know, man. Give him. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, look, it wasn't a wash. I mean, a 50-45 scorecard's rough, but like I don't think it was a wash. I think he did well. And I think there's still some interesting fights for him. I wouldn't mind. Who would be a good fight for Figeuredo now? Fuck it, give him Cejudo, man. Fucking give him Cejudo. Cejudo needs another fight, doesn't he? Or maybe Corey Sandhagen would be interesting. I think Corey would win, though. I think Corey would win, 100%. I don't think that's a close fight. I think Corey fucks him up, but yeah, Sandhagen might be it, but I don't think he wins. I mean, good luck controlling Sandhagen on the ground. And even then, I think Sandhagen's going to be way more skilled than him. Umar versus Jan, who wins? I honestly, dude, look, it's a very good fight, of course, but I honestly, dude, might think that Umar is a little more skilled all around. Honestly, I think his kind of fucking taekwondo, karate, Muay Thai. He's got a very interesting mixture in terms of what his kicking game is like, and I think that if he just stays way on the outside, spamming those kicks, shooting a lot of takedowns. Hey, can you relax from call? Can you not? They love fucking trying to destroy Charles. Honestly, yeah, I might be leaning Umar there in a Petr Yan fight. I think he can do more. I think he can keep the fight in areas where Petr Yan struggles a bit more. I didn't say Jan's not technical, Pavel. I said the opposite. I did not say he's not technical. What I said is that I think Umar can do more. I think he has more elite skills. And I think that he can keep the fight at a range where Peter's not quite as good. All the way out at kicking range, shooting a lot of takedowns, which we know that's what you're going to need to do against Petr Yan. You have to shoot a lot of takedowns against him. Mwah. John Paul, do they have cats in Russia? That might be a very ignorant. I'm sure they probably do. Do they have cats? Do cats exist? You ever heard of a cat? Me versus Michelle Pereira, who wins? Be honest, I'd probably give that one to Michelle Pereira. Me and Michelle Pereira fought. Hey, did you guys know Russia is a cat country? Yeah, that's funny. No, they have bears. Yeah, Russia's just such an interesting spot. I love learning about it. Shay looks like an Android user. I am an Android user. You guys want to know what's crazy? I talked about this in the Discord. Chris Curtis commented on my video. Chris Curtis, the UFC fighter, commented on my John Jones video. I'll pull it up. I'll show you guys. He said something very nice. And now I kind of want to ask him if he wants to fucking spar or something. Let me just pull it up real quick. Hold on, let me pull it up. Do 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 do. So you sort by newest. Yeah, right here. Then why didn't you heart it? I mean, because I don't. That's a good question. Maybe I should have hearted it, but yeah, right here. This is what he said. I'm like, oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, bro. That's very nice of you, dude. It's very, very nice of you. But yeah, like at first I wasn't sure, but hey, and he's a public subscriber. How crazy. He subscribed to me. How crazy is that? But yeah, like he's got like, no, this is actually him. I mean, you know, clearly he doesn't he's not popping his YouTube that hard, but yeah. So I thought that was cool. Looks like a random. Nah, it's him, bro. That's him. I mean, yeah. When I just looking at the comment, I was like, is that actually Chris Curtis? When I clicked on the video, no, like he actually has fucking videos. Why are you so interview him? I don't know if interviewing him's the move. Heart his comment. Yeah, I should. I'll heart his comment. I'll heart his comment. Good point. Good point. God, my cats are fucking causing a whole fucking ruckus. I'm gonna heart the comment. Ah, Jesus, can you guys relax? They're I think they're hungry or something. I just hearted it. Chris Curtis Bloodborne gameplay. But yeah, I want to challenge him to a sparring session now. I should be like, bro, let's fucking get in the gym and spar. I think that'd be crazy. I think that'd be cool. Was that a Bloodborne vid? It might have been. It might have been. Let me see. Yeah, it was. It was a Bloodborne video. See my last comment? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. D1. Oh, Yoshe, the Discord invite. Yeah, you got to give me your username. You got to give me your username for me to and get you into the Discord. Yeah, I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. What's your? Just give me your name. Curtis never misses a stream. The only thing is he never writes anything. Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Marty SWCC. All right, let's see. Let's see. Add by username. Marty SWCC. Alright, I just sent you a friend request. Go ahead and accept it, then I'll add you into the Discord. How would you compare Ilya's boxing to Petr? I mean, obviously, they're both extremely high level, but Ilya fights a lot more like a pure traditional boxer. Like, he fights a lot more like a traditional boxer. Petr Yan fights a lot more Muay Thai-esque. He mixes in the boxing and the Muay Thai. A lot of same-side kicks. He fights a bit more like a Muay Thai fighter. I think they're close, but I think Ilya, of course, is way more devastating, way more power, way more fucking torque in his shots. Of course, Ilya is the better boxer, but, you know. Petr Yan's up there. Petr Yan is definitely up there. Chris Curtis booked against Roman Kopylov. Thoughts? That might be a tough fight for Chris. That might be a tough fight for Chris. I don't know. I mean, look, Chris Curtis is he's kind of like the 185 version of Geoff Neal. You know what I mean? Rock solid takedown defense, really good boxing. He's durable as well, but Kopylov is such a good kickboxer. Such a good kickboxer, so light on his feet. I don't know, man. Why am I so fascinated with Russia? Okay, I added you back. All right. I don't know. Russia is it's just fucking cool, man. You know, I don't know. It feels like a very different world that I don't know a whole lot about, but I know Russian athletes are really fucking good. So, let me see. All right, Marty, I just invited you, big guy. Just invited you. Who would have won in 2018? Ilya versus Jan. So they were matched up all the way back in 2018. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. It's a good question. God, let me go back. Let me go back in 2018. Let me go back and look at like Ilya's record in terms of Ilya Topuria record. I'm curious. I'm curious where he was at back in 2018. Damn. Okay, so this would have been pre UFC then. Were they fighting at 35 or 45? What's the weather like for me, Shay? Well, I live in Southern California. So, like, it's kind of chilly right now, but, like, chilly. My definition of chilly is very different than the rest of the world's definition of chilly. Like, right now, it is 53 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's 7 in the morning. That's pretty cold for us Californians, but here, the weather is always pretty stable in California, as you guys know. Ilya's fought at 135 and 145. That's crazy. Dude, honestly, I don't know. I frankly don't know. I would really like to go back and just look at where they were both at all the way back then. I have watched some of Ilya's Cage Warriors fights, but off the top of my head, I don't have a good memory of what his skill level was at. It was -5 the other morning in Scotland. You live in Scotland, Ilya Turo? I've been to Scotland before. And the crazy thing about Scotland is that, like, the clubs are open Monday through Sunday all night long. That's all people do there in Scotland is party, which is crazy. Where I live, that's not the case. Like, the nightlife is popping pretty much Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's it. I'll tell you what, bro. No offense, man, but the Scottish chicks are not. I mean, they're all right, but they're few and far between there, man. They're few and far between. Our Americans are known to be hardworking. Is that right? Shit, I guess we're not as hardworking as the Mexicans, though. That's for sure. Mexicans are way harder working. Yeah, lol. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I had some success back in the clubs. Dude, I gotta lie to you, Ilya Toro Top Throw. When I was in Scotland, I literally would pull up a picture of a blonde player from Celtic FC, and I would be like, "Oh, this is me right here." That's what I would do. I'd just show them my phone, and that would pretty much work every time in terms of getting with a chick over in Scotland. Again, though, man, they're few and far in between. The other thing I didn't like about Scottish people is that instead of saying they have to go to the bathroom, they would tell you they have to go to the toilet. And I'm just like, you could just that's just a little bit of a difference in slang. I wasn't a big fan of. Mexican hard working only if they are poor. Americans work more the richer they get. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair. That is true. Which fighter would match up against Jake Paul that would brutally KO him? DDB called him out recently. And it's funny. Jake would never take that fight in a million years. Some say Lou Toilet isn't bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'd prefer Lou over Toilet, but that's just me. Look, in terms of like an actual good matchup, like skill for skill wise against Jake Paul, dude, honestly, Sean Strickland would be interesting. I mean, obviously, that's not going to happen, obviously, but I think, like, just skill for skill, I think that would actually be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be a very interesting fight. How about lavatory? English love it. I gotta go to the lavatory. I think a lavatory is like what in America. That's what we call the bathroom on an airplane. So, Dustin Poirier versus Jake Paul in boxing. Who you got? No, that's a bad fight for Dustin, bro. Jake Paul, he weighs 200 pounds. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. The thing that kind of pisses me off about Jake Paul's boxing boxing career, though. He keeps saying, he's like, oh, I'm only 4 years into my boxing career, and do. I'm like, dude, you've been 4 years into your boxing career for like 8 years now. You know what I mean? His first amateur boxing fight against Deji was like at the very start of 2018. So it's coming up on 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're coming up on 7 years. We're coming up on 7 years he's been boxing. But he keeps saying 4. He keeps being like, oh, I'm 4 years into my boxing career. I'm like, dude, it's been longer than 4 years, bro. No. Jake Paul, he cuts down to 200 pounds. Jake Paul cuts to 200. He's walking around like 210, 215 maybe. Jake has some ugly tattoos. He's got a little too many. He definitely has a little too many. He needed hands to count 6 years. Shut up, Laglager. Shut up, dude. I did not need to be exposed that way, man. Did not need to be exposed that way. I'd say an even 6. I mean, it's about to be 2025, and he's boxing match. His first ever boxing match was 2018. So that's coming up on 7 years. It's coming up. I mean, maybe we're off by a few months, but then we're just kind of hair picking there. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Deji is kind of cracked at boxing. I mean, it doesn't matter. Jake went through a training camp. He had a coach. He was sparring. He was learning how to box. That's you starting boxing. You know what I mean? Right? Whether or not who his opponent was doesn't mean that he wasn't learning how to box all the way back then. But who would you match him up? How would you match up against Jake that would flatline him? Probably like Poetan, maybe. Like, yeah, Pereira that'd be the one I'd match him up against. Yeah, Deji is actually more technical than like KSI is, but he's just so fucking lazy. I mean, I think KSI is a way better athlete, but I think that Deji genuinely boxes better. Yo, Shay, for my striking, I've been watching Alex, but I'm a southpaw. You can still pick up a lot of things from people, even if they aren't southpaw or whatever. Like, you know, you can still pick up a lot of things, but you know. Obviously, D1 Marty, you don't wanna overwatch one person. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of build your own. If you just spend all your time watching one person, you're gonna kind of try to do everything that they do when you fight, and you shouldn't do that. You should try to build your own base, like just learn all the basic fundamentals, get all the fundamentals down of fighting first. And then once you've gotten that down, might take you 6 months to a year, maybe, depending on how hard you dedicate yourself to it. Then you can start adding little things in here and there. Then you can start being like, ooh, I like that little setup. I like that combination. You know what I mean? I also learned striking, but I watch Askren. He's my GOAT. Hey, man, look, Ben Askren, you know, say what you will about Askren, but he was pretty shit, to be fair, actually. I was thinking of something nice to say, but he's not great. He's not great, is he? Yeah, Pereira also has experience with the big boxing gloves. I mean, look, the problem with Pereira for Jake Paul is the fact that he's 6'4.5". That is going to be always a massive fucking problem for Jake Paul. That's going to be a massive problem. He's fucking huge. Like, look, Jake Paul size-wise honestly might be up there with somebody like Pereira, but Pereira's fucking 6'4.5". Insane amount of knockout power. Like, Jake Paul has never fought anybody close to that level before. "6'5". Yeah, he might honestly be closer to 6'5". Yeah, 100%. Petr Yan versus prime TJ Dillashaw, who wins? That's a great question. I mean, God, I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched some good prime TJ Dillashaw, but it's close, but I might be leaning towards Yan a little. I mean, I don't know, though. Again, it's hard, though, man, because like it really comes down to style. Like, dude, I wish I was fucking telling Deiveson Figeuredo what he should have been going for in this matchup. I guarantee you if I could have worked with him game plan-wise, he could have made the fight even closer than it was. But I don't know. It's so much game with Petr Yan in particular. It really is so much game plan wise. So much game plan wise for that matchup. I think TJ's capable of it. He just needs to fight the right way. Jake Paul versus DDP would be hilarious. God, I don't I don't know, man. Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. I mean, I think DDP's style works a lot better for kickboxing than it does just straight up boxing. He has really good kicks. DDP has really good kicks. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if DDP's got the cleanest straight up boxing, but he does honestly. I think defensively he can be sometimes a little underrated. I think defensively he's not bad. He covers up well and moves away. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean DDP is just such a fucking athlete. That's something you can't take away from him. He's such an athlete and he's so big and fucking girthy. Who you want Jake Paul to fight next? Realistically, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot of people for him. That's the problem because he has this like beef with the UFC, but like there aren't. Oh, I don't know, man. Honestly, dude, if Darren Till beats Tommy Fury, then maybe Darren Till. Maybe Darren Till. Or even if Darren Till loses to Tommy Fury, maybe Darren Till. Maybe Darren Till's a good fight for Jake Paul. That I'm actually kind of weirdly interested in. I feel like Tommy Fury, Darren Till would be a somewhat interesting fight. DDP also has really good kisses. Of course, Ben, that's what you kind of seem to focus on, man. So that's on the Pereira Korean sparring videos. You know what? I've heard about them. I've actually yet to watch it yet. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let me see if I can find it. Alex Pereira versus Korean. Let's take a look at this. Well, this is some pad work. Let's take. Hopefully, we actually see some sparring. Now here we go. It's a little laggy. I mean, like the thing is, right? Like Pereira doesn't fight like a real traditional boxing style is like here. You know what I mean? But Pereira just doesn't fight that way. He keeps his head right up in the air. Which is always interesting when you see him do boxing. Yeah, I mean, this guy just looks a lot, like, he looks weight-wise similar to Pereira, but he looks a little fat. He looks a little small. I don't know why it's fucking the video so laggy, though. Yeah, this guy looks better, but he's still... Oh, nice little pull counter with the hook right there. God, Pereira does have really good pull counters with the hook. He's clearly been working on his boxing a lot. I'm always seeing him fucking box. Yeah, Pereira's a lot bigger than this second guy for sure. Ooh, nice little short shot Pereira landed on him, though. God, such a laggy video. I don't really know why, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think there's not a lot to take from that other than the fact that clearly Pereira's working on his boxing a lot, which is good. That's probably what he needs. Like, just defensively clean up some of his head movement a little bit, which I think he has. The pull counters he's been doing recently has been so fun. Pereira should be working on grappling, not boxing. I bet you he's working on grappling. He's got to be working on grappling. He always has. Wait, I agree. He definitely needs to be working on his grappling as well. But I think he has. No, I was watching the other day him grappling versus Dylan, and Dylan Dennis. God, Dylan got him in such a clean sweep where Dylan was in turtle and Pereira had his arms reached around. So Dylan trapped his arm and then did and rolled to roll him over, and it's such a clean sweep. Such a clean sweep. I remember actually learning that sweep a long time ago. It's such a clean move that he hit him with. I'd rather see him rolling than boxing some random boxers. Yeah. I don't know how much he wants to give up with his grappling, though. You know what I mean? He might not want to give up too much. He arm dragged Pereira. No, he didn't arm drag him. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't an arm drag. But let me see. I think I found the video, but I gotta find the right moment. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Right here. Oops. Here's the clip right here. So Dylan is in turtle right here. So Dylan traps his arm and then rolls him over, and that's just like, and that's good stuff. That's very good stuff right there. Very good stuff. I don't know if you're typically gonna see that. Nate Diaz always goes for that in MMA. I don't know how often it works, but yeah, it's just it's a pretty simple move. He just right here, Dylan traps his arm and then rolls the other way. And now, like, because Poaton's arm is trapped, he can't post out to stop himself, so you end up just getting rolled all the way over. It's actually legitimately a good move. It's legitimately a very good move. In wrestling, we call that a fat man's roll. That's funny. Shay's such a Dennis fanboy. I don't know. I'm such a Dennis fanboy, but I did see that one clip. Is Dylan Dennis is wrestling good? I don't know. I really don't know how on earth I would rank Dylan's wrestling. I don't know if I've seen him wrestle that much. I mean, of course his jiu-jitsu is good. Can Ankalaev actually take Alex down? I mean, look, Ankalaev is going to have to set up the takedown well. It's not like you just got to get a hold of Pereira and the takedown's going to come easy. He has to set it up, which means he's going to kind of have to put himself in the fire a little bit. Now, here's the thing, though. Ankalaev is being very adamant that he's not going to try to take down Pereira. And a lot of people are calling hogwash on that, me included maybe, but I think he might believe that because he doesn't shoot takedowns. He's never shot a takedown unless he's fucking had to. He's never done it unless he's had to. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think, though, just not even skill for skill. Like, dude, I think Ankalaev is very skillful, but disregard skill for skill. I think that Pereira, I think stylistically, just he's not a good matchup for Ankalaev. Ankalaev is a counterpuncher, and that's not going to work against someone like Pereira who's going to stay so long. He's not going to give you anything to counter off of. He's going to be kicking you in the leg, jabbing, kicking. There any women MMA fighters you think you'd be scared to fight? Nah, line them up, bro. I'm telling you, line up Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes. I would take them on in the same night, bro. And I'm not joking. Obviously, I think most people would think that Kayla and Amanda would be the two people that might have a shot against me, but I don't think so, dude. I say line them up. Honestly. I say line them up. One by one. Let's go. Someone like Yuri is Ankalaev's wet dream. I mean, yeah. The problem is, though, is that, again, Ankalaev is again, Ankalaev is a counter striker. What he's so good at, he has the fastest combinations in the entire division. He's so good at when you throw a right hand, he parries it, gets on the inside, and lands a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch combination right in the center, like right in the pocket. Now, Yuri, the problem is he's so wild and so unorthodox that, like, I don't know. I don't know how Ankalaev's counter game really opens up against somebody fucking spinning elbows and these, like, wild punches from his hips. So I don't know. Again, though, I think Pereira on the feet is not going to be over-committing against Ankalaev. Pereira is not going to whiff a right hand and allow Ankalaev to parry it and get in the pocket. Pereira is going to be jabbing and leg kicking from range. And that's what Jan Blachowicz did against Ankalaev that really stifled him. That really made it difficult for Magomed. Come on, dude. Amanda would KO you easily. I don't know, man. You can say that all you want. I'm saying line them up. I'm saying line them up, one after another, and let's fucking go. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they don't stand the chance. I would say Amanda Nunes would need headgear. I would say Amanda and Kayla should wear some headgear if we're fighting. Oh, here we go. You are lucky if Khabib didn't retire, Charles wouldn't be champion, and you know it from your heart. Shara J. Konga, again, dude, I've dropped a 22-minute video breaking down truly in-depth, skill for skill, style for style, why Charles Oliveira legitimately poses some issues to Khabib. Of course, though, most people, I bet including you, those who are lacking in brain cells, go, but he lost to Arman in Islam, so then he has to lose to Khabib. And it's like, well, that's just how I know you don't know grappling, because you're equating people in the same category that do different things. You know what I mean? Like, Islam and Arman, they simply specialize at different things on the ground than Khabib does. And, you know, so look, man, I don't know, dude. You can say that all you want, bro, but no one has given me a good argument yet. Nobody has given me an actual proper argument. I swear to God, hand over my fucking heart right here. I swear on my fucking ancestors' graves, nobody has even presented me a somewhat decent argument against any of those points that I made. Other than, you know, but dude, he never bled. Like, are you joking? Yeah. You know what, man? I guess I just fucking, never mind. I mean, dude, I'm seeing some fucking arguments in here. Khabib undefeated. He never bled. Debate Kenneth, okay, I ain't ever doing that shit again. I will never give Kenneth the opportunity to get on my fucking channel ever again. That shit. I mean, that, you know, look, he just didn't make, he did not even, look, I think it would have been great if we actually had a debate where we were talking and listening to each other, but he didn't want to do that, and it backfired on him pretty bad. Charles may struggle hitting Khabib. Yeah, of course. And look. Never in a million years has my argument been, oh, Charles is going to fucking destroy Khabib. Like, I've never said that. However, the things that Khabib does well would not open up on Charles either, right? Khabib, what he was the best in the world at was folk-style pins, mat returns, and riding you from the back up against the fence. Basically, if you're trying to stand back up against Khabib, up against the fence, yeah, he's the best in the world there. Charles isn't even going to try to get up. Charles is just going to stay on his back, first of all. Second of all, Khabib and Islam both game planned to not shoot takedowns on Charles because he's too dangerous with the guillotines, right? The difference was, though, Islam didn't need to shoot takedowns because he was so good on the feet. You know, with that in-and-out style, lunging in with combinations, getting out again. Khabib did not have that. Khabib was not nearly as good as Islam was on the feet. And that is why he won the fight. Islam definitively beat Charles because of how he fought on the feet. And Khabib does not have that same fucking style. Oh, I love Charles, too. Thank you, Longsu, for 3 months membership. And again, Charles tried to walk Islam down. Charles tried to fucking get in his face. And again, that didn't work against Islam because Islam is going to be circling and moving and jabbing and moving. Khabib's not going to do that, though. Carlos Ulberg, thoughts? I'll be frank with you, man. I was sleeping when he fought. So I would have to go back and rewatch that. Why did Arman shoot takedowns? I'm so glad you asked that. I'm so glad you asked that question, Shara J. Konga. You know why Arman shot takedowns? You know why? Because Arman actually wrestled. Did you know that Khabib and Islam never wrestled? They're not wrestlers. They're very good grapplers. They come from Sambo. But Khabib was not good at shooting takedowns out in the open. He wasn't. Every takedown he shot out in the open against Ally Aquinta, apart from the very first one, he couldn't finish. He couldn't finish any takedowns against Ally Aquinta. The one takedown he shot out in the open against Conor McGregor, Khabib really had to work hard to finish. He's not a good wrestler out in the open. Arman Sarukian legitimately comes from a real wrestling background. He competed in the sport of wrestling. His pure takedowns are way better. And the shots he was hitting on Charles, he was getting really low and he was dumping him really quick because, again, Arman specializes in wrestling. Whereas Islam, Khabib don't. Islam and Khabib are more all-around grapplers, but they don't have that same takedown threat. I'm so glad you asked me that question, man. You're going through the same kind of basic points that everybody goes through. Again, you know, sure, a lot of people, they just kind of go, oh, well, Khabib would probably win, I think, because, I don't know, he probably just would. That's kind of all I hear people saying. Nobody's got an actual argument. It's always just, he's just, because he probably would win, because he's Khabib, right? That's all I hear repeated over and over again. Again, I would love to hear a real argument, but there's not one. Yeah, some guy. I mean, I would say, look, if I was in Khabib's corner, doesn't Khabib have very good single legs out in the open, though? No, he does not. He doesn't. No, he does not have a very good single leg out in the open. He's got a low single that he could not finish on Ally Aquinta apart from the very first one. Couldn't finish it. He also had a single leg against Conor when he shot out in the open and he really struggled finishing it. I mean, look, I wonder, do I have my fucking... Let me see, hold on. I might have my fucking PowerPoint still here. Hold on. Google, hold on. I'll bring up my fucking PowerPoint that I made for the Kenneth debate so everybody can look at it. I think it's still here. Oh, yeah, it is. It is here. All right, everybody. Feast your eyes, everybody. Feast your eyes on this that I made. Well, I guess chat ain't going to work, so I'm going to have to click. But, yeah, so this was the PowerPoint that I made for Kenneth. Why Charles can beat Khabib. And here we go. Khabib is not a very good wrestler. These are all of the times these are just all examples of him trying to shoot takedowns out in the open. Look, I'm sorry, man. This is just not a great shot, bro. Like, I'm sorry. This is not where Khabib was good. All of these are all of him trying to shoot either singles or doubles out in the open, and he couldn't really do it. This was his very first UFC fight where he just got stuffed via guillotine. And again, remember, or I think we probably still go here, Khabib's takedown puts him in guillotine threat. Here's him getting put into a guillotine against Kamal. Here's him getting put into a guillotine against RDA upon shooting a traditional takedown. And here's, of course, the famous Dustin Poirier guillotine. This is the famous Michael Johnson guillotine. And again, Charles' best submission arguably is a guillotine. When Charles fought Islam, Khabib game planned with Islam, do not shoot on this motherfucker because he's going to fucking put you in a guillotine. And we don't want to risk that. Again, though, the way Khabib shoots puts him into guillotines. It just does. Khabib fights very cautiously, of course. He fights very cautiously. And that's why he's never been finished. That's why he's never been knocked out. Because, again, he's very careful. He fucking gets away from you. He covers up. He moves away. He's never running into punches. So, if Charles goes at Khabib, like Charles does to everybody, because Charles likes to hold the center, Charles likes to pressure you. If Charles walks at Khabib, tries to get in his face, tries to go at him, Khabib is going to try to move away. He's going to try to stay safe from Charles' strikes, which I'm sure he'll be able to do because Khabib does have very good unorthodox head movement. But again, In theory, right, Charles would need to get, or Khabib would need to get Charles up against the fence, in theory. Well, if you're not shooting takedowns on him because you're worried about the guillotine, because you've been put into a lot of guillotines in your career, well, you're not going to be shooting on Charles. That's a terrible idea. It's going to be a lot harder for him to push up against the fence. Sorry, there we go. Exactly what I was just fucking talking about. Exactly what I was just talking about. So again, against Islam, the pressure didn't work because look at this striking from Islam. Against Arman, the superior pure wrestler, even then, Charles did actually cause a very good scramble here, but again, against a better, superior wrestler, I mean, dude, this shot is I mean, dude, look at that single leg. Again, I'll let it replay. Look at this single leg from Arman, and then we'll go look at some of Khabib's single legs out in the open. Look at this. Look how fucking clean that dump was. And then fucking compare that to this shit. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's not comparable, bro. I'm sorry. It's not comparable. Again, there are things that Khabib did in the grappling that made him the best in the world. But people, they just like to think of him as this like all-around greatest grappler to ever live. I'm like, no. Yeah, there were very particular things he did that he was better than anybody else at. But it certainly wasn't at this. Certainly wasn't at this. Oh, and of course, Charles out in the open from the bottom is going to have the advantage. I mean, dude, Charles was winning against Islam out in the open. Fucking slapped on that triangle, made Islam run away when he was attacking his legs. The only place that Charles struggles is with his head pressed into the fence. That's the one place he struggles. But on his back out in the open, he has the advantage over Khabib 100%. 100%. I mean, he did. He was beating Islam from this position. I think that's it. So yeah, there you guys go. There you guys go. You're welcome for that. Kenneth, no, never got to see that, though. I was never able to bring that up with Kenneth. Oh, man. But yeah. But Shea Khabib still has the will to win. Bussy Slayer 90, Cranker 872. Man, I think you just fucking hit me with an argument I wasn't ready for, bro. You just hit me with an argument I wasn't ready for. There was no need for that with Kenneth. He doesn't even understand there's different aspects of grappling. I know Kenneth would get so triggered because I would say something along the lines of, like, I remember he tried to bring up, he was like, well, Arman beat Charles and Arman lost to Gamrot in the wrestling. And I was like, yeah, you do know that Gamrot's a better wrestler than Arman. He's also a better wrestler than Khabib and Islam. And then Kenneth immediately was like, what are you talking about? But Khabib is finished this guy by submission. He judo threw this guy once. And I'm like, no, you're not understanding what I'm saying, Kenneth. Wrestling is its own particular skill set. You know what I mean? Just because you got good submissions or good judo, it's not the same as being a good wrestler. There's a bit of just a knowledge gap when it comes to this kind of thing. Oh God, read my last message. Fucking Shara J Kongu said, "This better be good, dude. This better be good. You don't have to take someone down to get someone tired." When you are tired, you won't grapple effectively. You just need to stale someone against the fence like Merab versus Petr. What? What? I mean, you just told me one thing very specifically. You just told me that was you have not watched Petr Yan versus Merab. You've never seen that fight. I don't think you've never watched that fight. Is what you basically just told me. You have no idea what happened in that fight. Bro, I knew you would try to bring up jiu-jitsu. I don't care about jiu-jitsu. I care about MMA. 3 seconds later, Khabib is a... Yeah, I know. I wasn't even just... I mean, yeah, I know. That's so crazy. I mean, unfortunately, Kenny, Kenneth, jiu-jitsu is a part of MMA. He did the same thing with wrestling. I was like, so, Habib is effective at this style of wrestling. Islam is effective at this style of wrestling. And he goes, no, we're talking about MMA. We're talking about wrestling. He said the same thing about everything. I'm like, dude, these are all a part. Like, you know what MMA means? It means mixed martial arts. Like, you mix martial arts. Like, you take individual martial arts and you mix them together. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that Kenneth debate was pretty. Again, though, that was really bad for him, man. You read the comments to his own video, and people were ripping him a new one. When a Dagestani glazer says something Charles phobic, that I gotta hit him with the MMA Shay stare. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I need a moderator for these. Yeah, it would have been better with a moderator for sure. With a moderator, oh my God, Kenny wouldn't. He would have gotten fucking. That would have been sad. Like we would have probably seen a grown man cry. We would have probably seen a grown man cry. And it's so funny because, remember, the reason why a debate between me and Kenneth originally got hyped up was because I was reacting to his debate with Bedtime. And he came into the chat, and we were kind of arguing. We were arguing about a lot of stuff, right? But it's so funny. It's so funny that, all that very interesting stuff we were arguing about, he didn't want to talk about any of that. He wanted to talk about Charles versus Habib specifically. That's what he approached me with. Because he thought that was the one thing he could get me on. He thought that was the one thing that I was just being delusional about because I have a fucking shrine built to this guy. And he was in. I knew right when I saw his DM about Charles Habib, I was like, oh, you don't know what you're ready for, bro. You don't know what you're ready for. Honestly, El Polite Mexa, I gotta be completely honest with you, dude. I gotta be completely honest with you. Lucas destroyed Kenny. Dude, Bedtime got eaten alive by Kenneth. I'm sorry. Bedtime was just frankly not ready for a debate. Bedtime was not ready for a debate. Bedtime was just he got destroyed against Kenny. And I don't think it's because Bedtime's like an idiot or anything. I wouldn't say that. I just don't think Bedtime was prepared. I don't think Bedtime really tried. I don't know. It was really bad. That debate was hard for me to listen to. When he first came into your chat, he said he respected your knowledge, and then he started calling you a casual. Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's just how it is. Oh, my dog wants to be let in. Come on, Ollie. Hi, Ollie. Good morning. Oi. Lucas and Bedtime debated twice. They are 1-1. Interesting. Imagine not being ready to debate Kenneth. Yeah, the Bedtime debate with Kenny was bad, dude. That was pretty bad. That was bad. But yeah, like basically questions were being brought, like in that Bedtime debate, like they were arguing about who's gonna win between Max Holloway and Ilya. And then Bedtime was like, I think Max is going to win. And then Kenny would say something dumb. I don't know. Kenny would say something along the lines of like, oh, well, look, when I watch Max Holloway, I think what he said was, he goes, every time Max Holloway's fought a really good boxer, he gets countered really badly. Like against Dustin Poirier, against Volkanovski, there you go. And then Bedtime was like, I don't know. I don't really know, but I believe in him. And I was like, okay. I was like, ooh. I was like, why did you agree to debate if you weren't ready to debate, man? And again, though, I don't know. I don't know, though. Really, Jim? Dude, that's rough. Bro, when I debated Kenny, he had a huge advantage because he was texting I was texting in his chat, and he was talking, and he started ignoring me to the point that I had to donate, then he deleted it. Yeah, that's rough. Bedtime versus Kenneth was like Sarah versus GSP. That was like Matt Sarah versus GSP. Like, I would have never thought in a million years that Bedtime would lose that, but he just wasn't ready. Shay, thoughts on Guevara? I mean, Che Guevara was a man. He tried to be a revolutionary, and he didn't do a very good job at it. He did not do a very good job at it. But apart from that, man, sometimes I think Che Guevara gets a little overhated every now and then. You know what I mean? But for the most part, he was kind of a failure, wasn't he? It's from my understanding of history. Kenny, the type of guy to where even if there was a moderator, he'd plug his ears and say la 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 if he got muted just so he wouldn't have to hear you. I know, that's so funny. Yeah, that's funny. Jones recently started weightlifting. He was weightlifting for the Stipe fight as well. How would DC versus Brock Lesnar have played out? I mean, DC would have won. I mean, Brock Lesnar just couldn't fucking... Brock Lesnar did not have more than I mean, look. Here's the thing, right? Brock Lesnar is kind of, who's that guy on YouTube who makes the documentaries? He's what's his name? He made a Brock Lesnar documentary called like the Jacked White Boy or something. Napoleon Blown Apart. Napoleon Blown Apart has a great documentary looking at Brock Lesnar's career, and not Kimura. Napoleon Blown Apart. And it's a really good documentary, and it kind of looks at the fact that like when Brock Lesnar first kind of came to the UFC, obviously his first fight he lost via knee bar to Frank Mir, but then he came back against Heath Herring, won, and then he fought Randy Couture for the title and won, but then he had that really bad injury. He had that stomach injury, and then he was out for a very long time, and I believe he came back and fought Shane Carwin and ended up winning, but then he was out again for a long time and had to come back, and it was like, those gaps in time that Brock Lesnar was out for, all of a sudden the UFC evolved a lot. You know what I mean? It evolved a lot. When Brock was the champion, if you were just a big, explosive guy with takedowns, you were pretty unbeatable. But I mean, think about it, dude. He went from winning the title against Randy Couture, being out for a while, then coming back against fucking Cain Velasquez. Like, the UFC heavyweight division during that time period just evolved. I mean, Cain Velasquez is a very different fight than fucking Randy Couture. Like, Cain Velasquez is one of the few really well-rounded heavyweights. And that was the issue with poor Brock Lesnar. But, I mean, dude, if Brock Lesnar had started training MMA right out of college, he would have been a fucking problem. I mean, he's such a fucking athlete. Exactly. Went from Couture to Arlovsky to DC Overeem, JDS came and you kind of feel bad for Brock a little because that heavyweight division evolved quick. I'm about to cook, chat. Yeah, I knew though. Like during when we were debating, there were moments where I knew. I was like, dude, like I don't think you look as good as you think you look, man. When he's like doing his fucking celebrating to the camera, I'm like, I think people are gonna see right through this, and they absolutely did. How about Prime Velasquez versus Ngannou? I would still say Ngannou takes that. I mean, Ngannou, as of right now, Ngannou is generally he's honestly very decently well-rounded at this point. Yet, he's going to outweigh him by another 25 pounds, probably. I mean, Cain was like, what, 240, I think? I think Velasquez was walking around about 240. And Ngannou is probably like 270 in the cage. Who would you have in a fight between JDM and Ian Gary? Probably Ian Gary. I think that pure boxing style from JDM is going to really struggle against a really tall, lanky kickboxer with good movement who can stay on the outside. Again, it's not like JDM... oh, God. Oh, God. What is Sharak J. Kongu talking about? Khabib and Gordon have both competed in and won the Naga Nogi grappling tournament. However, Khabib won both the Nogi and the ADCC rules in 2012, and Gordon won the 2015 championships. What are you trying to say with that, bro? What are you trying to say with that? What the fuck are you trying to say with that? Gordon Ryan won when Gordon Ryan was like fucking 19, bro. When he was like a little kid. Naga tournaments are not prestigious, dude. Naga tournaments are not prestigious. There are tons of Naga tournaments every single year. Tons. Every single year. There's a lot of them. It's not a real world championship, dude. Like I don't know what you're trying to say. Are you nobody here is insinuating that Khabib is not a good grappler, dude. Nobody has insinuated Khabib isn't a good grappler. I don't know what you mean by that. But again, the Naga tournament is not a world championship. There's tons of Naga tournaments every year in every single state. There's tons of them. If Ian Gary had Shavkat's name and appearance, people would glaze him. Yeah, look, I just think, like, again, if JDM had a lot of, like, real one-punch knockout power, it's tough. With his boxing skill set, it's tough. But the problem is he doesn't. He's the kind of guy that's going to land volume on you. And Ian Gary, he is the kind of guy that can neutralize that boxing style by just staying on the outside, moving, kicking. You know what I mean? That's going to be the issue for him. Prime heavyweight DC versus Aspinall. Aspinall wins that one easily, dude. Aspinall wins that easily. Daniel Cormier could never keep up the wrestling. He could never keep up the takedowns. Daniel Cormier always had about 2 rounds where he can take you down, then he gasses out and fatigues. He always has. He's never been able to put on a heavy wrestling pressure on you. Man, he didn't have good submissions. He didn't have great jiu-jitsu. He couldn't actually finish the fight once he got you down. So, yeah. That would be a pretty easy fight for Aspinall. Is RKO effective in MMA? No, it's not effective in MMA. And RKO doesn't really do anything. Yeah, DC would be a lot better in a 3-round fight. I've always said, man, DC would beat Alex Pereira in a 3-round fight, probably. I mean, Alex, of course, has the possibility of knocking him out, but in a 3-round fight, I'd probably give that to DC. But a 5-round fight, I'm Alex Pereira all day. All day. So many people would just be like, oh, Pereira, well, but DC's going to take him down. And I'm like, yeah, he would, but then what? He's not going to finish Alex Pereira on the ground, and he can't keep up the wrestling. He gasses out too hard. Yeah, DC, he does not have submissions, and again, he gasses out really bad after wrestling. He never been able to keep it up. Debate Weasel on his take that Silva would beat Alex. I would love to debate the Weasel. I would love to debate the Weasel. I think that would be awesome, but I don't know how. I don't know how we could. I don't think he'd even want to do it. Shay, can you check Discord? Yeah, what's up? What am I looking at? What am I looking at here, man? We got some bag work of Marty. JDM has elite boxing. Shavkat's a dangerous striker in boxing range. Wait, where did it go? Sorry, I'm reading what you said. JDM has elite boxing. Shavkat is dangerous striker in boxing range, with his best work in takedowns with trips and throws and sweeps judo, which he has to do against the fence. Shavkat's sort of weakness is striking defense, mainly in boxing range. In order to strike, in order to close distance to get against the fence for a judoka-style takedown, Shavkat has to go forward. I think JDM would tag him coming in boxing range. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with what you're saying there, Jim. I just think that JDM's issue is he kind of needs to win a decision. He's not going to finish Shavkat with any singular punch. Again, though, I mean, if Shavkat can, if JDM can avoid the takedowns, land good shots, stay safe defensively, yeah, I think he can. I think he could potentially win for sure. But I don't know. I would give Ian Gary a better chance against Shavkat than I would give JDM. I think, yeah, that's the thing. Shavkat will walk through a shot. That's 100% Jim. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're correct there. Shavkat will just fucking eat your punch and walk right through it most of the time, unless you got a lot of power like Neil might have. And even then, he still kind of walked through his punches. That's why I love Shavkat against Belal Muhammad. I love Shavkat against Belal, dude. I fucking love it because Belal Muhammad, of course, he wants to get in your face. He wants to pressure you, right? Shavkat's going to fucking meet Belal right in the middle. And Shavkat is way more dangerous in the pocket than Belal is. Way more dangerous. The question is, though, honestly, I could see Belal trying to shoot some takedowns. I can see Belal trying to shoot some takedowns. I mean, if he gets deep on double legs, gets his hands locked, I don't know. Maybe he can finish it. Maybe that's how Belal would win. But in the pocket, Shavkat and Belal standing right in front of each other, I give that to Shavkat all day. I give it to Shavkat all day long. Do you think JDM could finish Shavkat? He hurt Burns pretty bad with a broken arm. Well, he made Burns run into a knee. Which, I just don't know how that exact sequence could open up again against Shavkat. I don't think JDM's gonna knock Shavkat out with one shot. You know what I mean? Would I roll with a gay guy? That's a good question. Would I roll with a gay guy? I don't. I mean, maybe. It depends, I guess. If I knew this person well, maybe I would. If I knew they weren't going to be a fucking weirdo about it, I guess. I mean, I roll with women, so I don't know why it's any different unless they're not a fucking weirdo. I have rolled with women, of course. I've rolled with women. Is MVP done after the Ian Gary loss? I mean, obviously not. He's fighting fucking Shara Magomedov now. So, no. He's still there. I mean, the problem with rolling with women is, from my experience, kind of, is that the problem is, like, it's really, really difficult to find the balance of using a correct amount of strength against a woman. That's always the problem in my mind. It's like you're either